England's victory over Wales was a poor game between two sides who are talking about rebuilding. I dislike that narrative. What we saw at Twickenham on Saturday night was the two best sides both countries were able to put out. It's not about rebuilding, it's about winning. End of story. To me, that sort of talk creates a mentality where you are almost making an excuse for defeat. It's such a cop-out. That shouldn't be happening in the Six Nations, which is the pinnacle of rugby. Test players and coaches are in the results business, which is why with 2 wins from 2, England can be pleased to a degree. Wales missed a big chance. The game was there for them. After the first 2 rounds of the 2024 Championship, I can see 3 divisions emerging in the tournament. In the top tier, Ireland lead the way with France and Scotland behind them. Below them are England and Wales, who are vying for promotion, with Italy bringing up the rear. We will see exactly where England are really at in the next few weeks. A visit to Scotland is up next. That Calcutta Cup game is going to be fascinating because I think Scotland will still be absolutely mad, and rightly so, about the controversial defeat by France. They were robbed. In my mind, there is absolutely no doubt Gregor Townsend's side scored what would have been a match-winning try at the death. It was clear the ball was grounded. As soon as the 4th official said the ball had touched the ground, then a try had to be given. Everything else was totally irrelevant. Under huge pressure, the refereeing team got a big decision wrong. The call not to give the try had huge ramifications on the Six Nations. Scotland are now 1 from 2 instead of 2 from 2. I think that will give them huge motivation for England. It brought back memories from my coaching career. On England's 2000 tour of South Africa, we lost the first test in Pretoria 18-13. Tim Stimpson had a try ruled out. We lost that game, but it fueled my England team to win the second match in Bloemfontein. That victory was a huge turning point for that side, much like defeating this French side would have been for Scotland. England's team of 2024 needs to be wary of a similar Scottish response. They have a huge challenge ahead of them. It should be an incredible occasion. Despite losing this weekend, Scotland have all the momentum in recent head-to-heads with England. Should England win, however, a lot of ghosts will be laid to rest, and they would then open up showdowns with Ireland and France at the business end of the tournament. Lose and you feel another Six Nations will have come and gone with England adrift. Steve Borthwick's side look a tough team, but that has always been the case with English rugby. The new blitz defense introduced by Felix White is, on the whole, working well. It isn't perfect, but you can't expect it to be after 2 games. Wales tried to take advantage of the narrow nature of the blitz through kick passes. I will be fascinated to see how Townsend, who was a wonderful fly half himself, and Finn Russell will look to exploit it. What is interesting, and concerning, to me is that in attack, England seem to want to be all about power and ruck. That's been good enough to beat Italy and Wales, though I have my doubts it will work against better teams. I can't recall, not for a long time at least, England scoring a try like Wales did with Alex Mann at Twickenham. I'd love to see Borthwick's players try and offload and pass before contact. The Mann try was superb rugby from Wales. Tommy Reffell played a key role in freeing his hands to get the ball into space. Reffell was simply brilliant at Twickenham. Head walk into the England side. Dan Biggar was right in his Mail Sport column when he said England looked better without the ball. What a sad summary that is, one that needs to be switched. I'd like to see more from England in attack. In Fraser Dingwall, who scored the crucial second-half try, I think they have a good player. He reminds me of Will Greenwood, but England are using Dingwall wrong at the moment. In his first 2 games, H has received possession too deep. Greenwood was at his best receiving the ball nose-to-nose with the opposition. I'd like to see Dingwall on the front line, taking passes straight from Alex Mitchell. Those two are Northampton teammates, so have a connection. When I was England coach we did similar with Matt Dawson and Greenwood, and it was one of our best moves. England were too predictable against Wales. Warren Gatland and his side missed a big opportunity. Again, it comes back to talk of rebuilding. Wales' scrum and line-out was going very well. But then Gatland decided to take off hooker Elliot D and tight head prop Kieron Asarati on 55 minutes. It was a big mistake because from there, the Welsh scrum and line-out unravelled. England's forwards got on top and it allowed George Ford to control the game and get his team over the line. I just shake my head when coaches make decisions like that. D had to stay on the field. When he and Asarati came off, it didn't look like they'd gone 12 rounds with Mike Tyson. They could and should have carried on. Gatland didn't need to make that call and arguably, it cost Wales the game. In last year's World Cup semi-final with South Africa, Borthwick did the same thing and it cost England badly. It was a major error and now Wales and Gatland have committed the same cardinal sin. Coaches have to realize that it is not easy for replacements to get up to speed quickly.